In this video, we're diving into the top expense management tools that you can use to keep your small business spending under control without drowning in spreadsheets or chasing receipts. What's going on, everyone? My name's Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we cut through the fluff to help you run your business smarter, not harder. You'll learn what makes a tool truly effective beyond just apps that track receipts, the pros and trade-offs of 7 standout tools, which one might fit your business best, why expense management matters more than ever before. Before diving into the tools, I want you to see why this is not just a nice to have. It's critical. You've probably seen this happen. Your team or contractors spend money. You get the statements later. Then they're scrambling to collect receipts, match cards to people, reconcile in QuickBooks, deal with late surprises, subsidies, or even fraud. That lag and chaos cost time, your most precious resource, and may mask overspending. An effective expense management system gives you real-time visibility, so you see spend as it happens, not weeks later. Gives you control and guardrails. Gives you the ability to limit amounts, restrict merchants, enforce policy before or during spending. Automation, matching receipts, categorizing, syncing with accounting, approval routing. Better relationships with your team. Faster reimbursements, fewer "I paid and I'm waiting" type of complaints. Modern platforms treat this not as an afterthought, but as a core function. For example, Ramp calls expense management a core part of their platform. All right. With that foundation, let's walk through the 7 best tools I'd have in my toolkit if I were running a small business. Tool number 1, Airwallex. Airwallex began as a payments, foreign exchange, banking platform for global businesses, but it also offers expense management and corporate cards. It lets you manage team spend across currencies, issue virtual and physical cards, and automate approvals. What makes it special? Airwallex's multi-currency accounts, fast foreign exchange optimized transfers, and compliance, 60 plus licenses worldwide, make it the top choice for businesses with global ambitions. Airwallex's expense management sits on the same platform as its global payments and multi-currency accounts, so teams can approve, track, and reconcile spend across currencies in one place. Unlimited multi-currency corporate cards with strong control capabilities on spend limit, merchant categories, etc. Its AI-powered automation includes things like smart categorization, which means less manual entry, and routing approvals. Integration with popular accounting tools like Xero and NetSuite. Trade-offs and what to watch for. If your business operates only in one country and never deals with foreign spend, some of its foreign exchange strength is definitely less relevant. Depending on your region, some card issuance capabilities, the physical cards, may have limitations or slight differences. If you have or expect international expenses, contractors abroad, tools in other currencies, remote teams, Airwallex gives you both spend control and currency flexibility. It's a strong foundation for global small businesses. So if you want to get started with Airwallex, we've got a link for you down in the description below. When you click on that link, it'll bring you to this page where you can sign up for your first $50,000 of foreign exchange free. Don't forget to use the link down in the description below. Tool number 2, Ramp. Ramp is a spend and expense management platform built around corporate cards, automation, and real-time controls. It aims to replace manual expense workflows. What it does well: unlimited virtual and physical cards with controls like spend limits, merchant restrictions, etc. Auto receipt capture and matching. Employees shoot a photo of the receipt and the system matches it to the transaction, reducing manual work. Real-time visibility and alerts. You can see where money is flowing instantly and catch overspend early. Deep integration with accounting systems. It syncs with QuickBooks, Xero, etc. They've recently launched enhanced corporate cards that integrate with accounting, have fraud detection, instant virtual issuance, and custom controls. Trade-offs and what to watch for. Ramp is a charge card model, meaning you need to pay the full balance each period. You don't revolve a balance. Eligibility may require you to have stable revenue or financial signals, not just a new startup with zero track record. Some of the more advanced features like AI-assisted policy agents or certain approval workflows are gated behind premium tiers. This is a powerful pick for small businesses that are growing have regular spend, want to scale operations without adding overhead, and want finance teams to stop chasing receipts. If your operations are mainly domestic or limited foreign spend, Ramp gives you a polished experience. So if you want to get started with Ramp, we've got that link for you down in the description below, which will bring you to this page right here, where you can get started for free with just your email. Tool number 3, Brex. Brex provides a spend management suite. Corporate cards, expense tracking, bill pay, and deeper finance stack features. It's often framed as beyond just a card. What it does well: automated expense control and policy enforcement. You can build rules that get enforced at time of spend, reducing post hoc corrections. Invoice and bill pay automation. Brex allows vendor onboarding, invoice capture like email forward, bulk upload, matching, and approvals. Global spend support. You can spend in multiple currencies without excessive hidden fees, aligning well with international operations. Brex can map GL codes, automate reconciliation, and integrate with your systems. Trade-offs and what to watch for. Some higher-end automation features may require more advanced plan tiers. If your business is extremely small or just starting, you may hit minimums or underwriter thresholds. The global spend features advantage is diluted if your operations are totally local. Brex is ideal for startups with moderate to high spend, especially those already handling multiple tools or wanting to consolidate expense, card, and bill pay functions. So if you want to get started with Brex, just click the link down below in the description, which will bring you to this page right here where you can get started with your work email. Tool number 4, Row. Row blends business banking, cash management, and expense control. Think bank and spending control in one dashboard. What it does well: you don't need a separate banking account or platform. Your payments, balances, and card controls live together. You can issue both physical and virtual cards, define budgets, limits, and monitor usage in real time. Now, because it's tied to banking, cash flow decisions and approvals are more frictionless, less jumping between systems. For companies wanting a more consolidated finance stack, Row minimizes the number of tools you juggle. Trade-offs and what to watch. Row's strengths is in its consolidation, but if your bank is separate or you already have strong banking, it might feel a bit less modular. As with any tool, as your business scales, you'll need to check whether the expense module keeps pace. Ensure the card controls and accounting integrations match your existing stack. If you prefer fewer tools and want your banking and expense control unified, Row is compelling. It's especially nice for founders who want to reduce tool fatigue. So if you want to get started with Row, we've got that link for you down in the description below, which will bring you to this page right here where you can go ahead and get started with your email or request a demo. Tool number 5, Bill.com. Bill.com is a spend and expense management platform that combines virtual and physical cards with budgeting, real-time reporting, and integration. Strengths: it's free to use. No software subscription cost in many cases. You can issue cards, both virtual or physical, tied to budget. Each card has a spending limit that aligns with your departmental or project budget. Automatic expense matching, receipt capture, policy enforcement, and mobile uploads. It integrates with accounting systems like QuickBooks to sync expenses. You get real-time spend visibility, so you can see current versus budget. Trade-offs and what to watch. Now, because it's free or low cost, some advanced automation or enterprise features may lag behind premium tools. You'll want to verify how scaling, so lots of users, high volume, performance is handled. As with any platform, adoption by your team is key. So if people don't upload receipts or categorize correctly, you lose the benefit. If you're operating on a lean budget but still need serious control, Bill.com is a solid choice. It's especially good when you want budgets baked into cards. So if you want to get started with Bill.com, just click the link down below in the description to get started. Tool number 6, Deel. Deel is best known as a global payroll and contract payments platform, but it also includes expense management features for team members and contractors. What it does well: team members or contractors file expense requests through their Deel dashboards. They attach receipts, fill out details, and route to you. You can set up custom expense categories, approval rules, and adjust expense limits. For remote or international teams, it's convenient. Expense processes are tied to the same payroll and contractor tool that they already use, reducing tool overhead. You can build recurring allowances for travel, wellness, etc., and monitor outstanding requests. Trade-offs and what to watch. It might not be as deep or sophisticated in expense automation as other dedicated platforms, as it leans into convenience for distributed teams. If most of your team is local or domestic, some of its global payroll shine is a bit less relevant. You'll want to assess how well the Deel expense module syncs with your accounting stack. The best fit is for businesses with remote or contractor heavy teams who already use Deel for hiring or payments. Having the expense tool within the same system can just reduce some friction there. It's especially helpful if you don't want to force contractors into a separate expense tool. So if you want to get started with Deel, we've got that link for you down in the description below. Tool number 7, Melio. Now, Melio is primarily an accounts payable or vendor payment solution, but it has features that cross into expense management, especially around paying bills, tracking vendor spend, and reconciling. What it does well: pay and track business expense, vendor bills, so utility bills, contractor invoices, rent, etc., all from one platform. You can choose how vendors are paid: ACH, check, or card. Melio syncs with QuickBooks, Xero, and others, making reconciliation way easier. You can do batch payments, and scheduling features make recurring vendor payments way simpler. Trade-offs and what to watch. Melio is less about controlling individual employee spend and more about managing outgoing vendor payments. It's not a full card and expenses system. Its expense control features are weaker. It's more about paying than enforcing policy before spend. If your cost structure is dominated by vendor bills, it's good. But if many small internal expenses exist, you'll likely pair it with another tool. Its best fit is if your business has many vendor bills, regular contractors, or you just care deeply about controlling payable processes. Melio is a strong complement. It's not a full replacement for a true expense platform, but as part of a stack, it's valuable. Side-by-side comparison and how to pick. Here's a quick breakdown of everything we went over to help you decide. Some decision tips. If your team spends across borders, start with Airwallex. If you have regular internal spend, cards, travel, subscriptions, Ramp or Brex might be your daily driver. If you want to minimize the number of systems, Row gives banking and spending. If you're operating on a tight budget, Bill.com offers strong control without huge cost. If many of your team are contractors remote, then Deel reduces tool fragmentation. If vendor payments are a heavy part of your operations, Melio is a nice complement. Now, you may end up using two tools together, one for internal spend, one for vendor pay. So now let's walk through 2 founder stories to show how these tools play out in real life. So Maria, a global marketing agency. Maria has contractors in Europe, Asia, and Latin America. She also pays for tools like SEM platforms, media buying, and travel in local currencies. She uses Airwallex to hold balances in EUR, GBP, USD, and issues cards to her team in those currencies, avoiding conversion surprises. Her internal staff expense control is handled in Ramp because she wants automation and control over every ad spend, lunch, or travel expense. For her vendor payments, like office rent, software, contractor invoices, she uses Melio to batch pay and reconcile. These tools together give her near real-time visibility across her entire spend stack. Next story, Jake, bootstrapped B2B SaaS founder. Jake has a lean team. Most spend is internal. Tools, hardware, travel, team lunches. He can't justify a high-cost tool yet. He starts with Bill.com because it's free and lets him issue cards to teams, define budgets, and track spend. Once his revenue grows and spend volume justifies it, he considers Ramp or Brex for deeper automation. He might later add Airwallex if he begins hiring remote staff abroad or buying tools in multiple currencies. This gives Jake a path that scales with his business. Common mistakes and tips for implementation. Picking tools before defining your expense policy. You need rules. How much, when, who approves. You need that first. Then pick the tool to match it. Ignoring adoption. The best system fails if your team doesn't use it or fights it. Using too many tools and losing oversight. Just try to consolidate. Waiting until it's painful. Implement expense control early so you don't retroactively clean up years of chaos. Tips: roll out in phases. Start with core spend categories. Travel, subscriptions, before going full internal expense. Train the team and communicate why this matters. Less delays, more clarity, fewer audits. Use guardrails like per card limits, merchant restrictions, and enforce receipts at time of spend. Monitor usage, flagged spend, and exceptions. Use that data to tighten policy. Always ensure your tool integrates with your accounting software. That sync is the lifeline. So if I were running a small business today, here's what I'd do. I'd start with Airwallex if I have international spend, or Bill.com if domestic. Get control early with minimal cost. As I scale, I layer in Ramp for deeper automation and control. If my bank and expense tools feel disjointed, move forward towards something like Row for consolidation. Use Melio or similar, specifically for vendor payouts and AP optimization. If I have many remote contractors, use Deel's expense module so everything stays in one ecosystem. The key is choose tools that solve your real pain today, but that scale enough to avoid a tool switch nightmare later on. So that's a wrap. If you want to get started with any of the products we talked about today, you'll find links for them all in the description below. These are affiliate links, which means we earn a small commission when you use them at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using it, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on this channel, we make videos dedicated to helping new and existing entrepreneurs get started and succeed in business, so be sure and subscribe. But other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.